Hello, all of you adorable beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Starlight New Dawn Scar, Chapter 3, Episode 5, Epiphanies. We shall begin, as we always do, with introductions. Though I will also say that we also have Whiskers here doing art this evening. You'll see the art again once the character art scroll thing is finished. But let's start with Taldarius.
Hello, I am Taldarius, and I will be the storyteller for Starlight tonight. I will be playing the allies, I'll be playing the enemies, and I will be playing everything in between. What I won't be playing are our wonderful players. And as for today's question, I was going to ask, what sort of a job do you think that your team should take first? There are many missions to have, and I'm curious as to what each character thinks would be the best.
Well, Amos, you're up for introductions first.
Hello, I am Wernimal, and I play Amos the Growlithe. And, I think we should do crime.
Do crime, yes. Please don't forget your typings, people.
I mean, I'm a Growlithe, but, basic Growlithe, so I think it's, assumed.
Just
we
say
would
it,
still
please.
like you to say it.
I am Fire Dog.
Alright, next up would be Azareth.
Hi there, I am Arzadeyu, and I play Azareth, the off-color jangmo-o who's just a dragon type. Unlike the rest of the party who will be introducing themselves after me.
The Funny Puppy Squad.
Funny Puppy Squad. And Sin. We'll get there when we get there. But, as for what type of mission should the team take first? I think a delivery mission would be good. You know, nothing too crazy will go delivering something, right? Right? Right. Jingle jangle. Next.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Seda, and I play Dart, the Steel Ground Rockruff. As for the mission, Dart has a more inquisitive nature, so I'd imagine some kind of exploration mission. Maybe come across something new, and cover something maybe long lost and forgotten.
I am Razim, and I am playing as Jet, the Ghost Electric type rockruff. For him, he's right there with Dart. He wants to go explore some ruins. Ideally ones that haven't been explored yet. Sin?
1 second. Okay. I was done dying. I am Colada the Jerboa. I am playing Sin, a variant of Mawile known as a Mawwool. They are a normal steel type. And I think Sin would want to do some delivery type job because that is hopefully the least likely to have any kind of confrontation. Right? Right, guys? But, yeah.
Factor?
Oh yes, I was just kind of waiting from queue. Hi, my name is Avian Wolf. You can call me Avi, and I play as Vector, the water-flying rockruff. And what kind of mission would Vector want? Exploration. Anything that is new, get to at least to explore. Just get to run around, do the zoomies. It's like Vector wants. Vector wants the zoomies. Especially zoomies in new places.
as a point of observation, I love how the rockruffs chose the exact same kind of mission.
Yes, all of
Yep.
them desire the exploration.
They see a bone, they want the bone.
To be fair, Sin wouldn't be opposed to exploration if there's less likelihood of confrontation.
I don't know about Bone. I mean, I think Avi prefers Zeta's noodle more.
Wait.
Zim! Really?
Goodness.
Right here in front of me, session?
In front of my session?
In front of me, session.
Also, this week we will be having a guest star.
I'm a puppy. I'm a puppy.
Of a puppy.
The guest star is not a puppy.
No, Argus is definitely going to think he's a puppy type. But either way, Enja, introduce yourself.
Very well then. I am Enja Lumereus, and for this session I will be bringing in Kaza, the pure psychic Abra. Who knows when in particular they'll be showing up, but do look forward to what they will bring.
I love physics!
Yeah. And, gonna ask once again real quick, does anyone in particular want to do recap this week?
Alright, I'll go and go.
Alright.
So last week, we had Sin introducing themselves to the party, kind of asking a bunch of questions of the group and probably getting more and more scarred by the group, and we're wondering why they are part of this group, and probably hoping that maybe there will be a different group that comes along to, that's not quite so, problem prone. And we unloaded the wagon, had got things set up in our room, and then we went down for food. We had our first proper hot meal in so long. It was so good. And then we bothered another person in the Jonathan, I believe the name was, who decided, who kept hiding his food from Jet for some reason. I don't know why, but Jet was just trying to ask him about some of the stuff in town. We were directed to how to get to the bank as well as the library, and told that the bank would be closing before the library, so we went to the bank first. And once we walked in the bank, a book came flying at Amos and squared him, hit him squarely in the face with a crit, because turns out Amos is on the banned list for crimes. What crimes? None of us know, but this is definitely going to be something we need to figure out. The Riolu owner or worker of the bank, it wasn't really clear, but he seemed to be the only one there, so I'm guessing owner, explained some of how Jet's ghost powers work, as well as told us we should find better teammates because we are running around with a criminal. Might have to take his advice on that. We'll see. But otherwise, I think we just kind of ended there-ish, with leaving the bank and probably about to head over to the library next.
Yes, indeed.
As for what happened to Jolene, I believe Jolene is on the B team now with Shade.
Yes. That is indeed what is happening.
Colada wanted to play a different character, so, you know.
The benefits of having a B team. All right, so all of you have met back up just outside of the bank, and apparently Amos is some form of criminal.
Nuh-uh.
Yes, I'm sure not.
Yeah. Uh. How do we talk about this? Amos just not Amos. Azareth shrugs, motioning to Amos.
Jet's just gonna look over at Dart.
What? Why are you looking at me?
Then he looks pointedly at Amos.
Are we inside the bank or outside the bank?
You had just stepped outside, unless you wanted to stay inside more. But last
I
session
just want-
kind of ended with you guys leaving.
Just wanted to make sure.
Anyone want a drink? I could go for a drink. Anyone know if there's a place in town I can get more of that? You remember that liquid I had at the house? Any more of that? Maybe we could get some of that.
Are you feeling alright? Azareth tilts his head.
I'm feeling all right.
I would kind of rather not go for that. I'd rather know what they were talking about in there with you.
Oh, it's sure it was nothing that big a deal. Maybe I just pissed off the bank teller, something, and I forgot about it.
Jet is just staring judgingly at Amos.
There's more than one staring judgingly.
Well, I'm
What?
Not
Come on,
I'm
I
not
didn't
speaking
do
for
anything
us.
that bad. I'm sure of it. Couldn't have.
You did something to be banned, and I'd rather you tell us the truth here, since you're supposed to be a part of the team and we're supposed to be able to trust you.
Vector's just kind of concerned. Like, it is just like, what? Like, did you do anything, Amos?
Avi, you are really quiet.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, sorry. But yeah, like I was just saying, Vector's just kind of concerned,
Tadarius, how much of what we talked about does Amos actually remember? Like of what?
I'd say that a fair bit, although a lot of the details are still fuzzy. Like the exact specifics of what you did is not exactly easy to remember, but vague details and a general feeling is. If you try, you could probably remember some specific details, but it doesn't come very easily.
Okay, I did some things to the bank that they didn't like. I can't quite remember exactly. It's all still kind of fuzzy. But I think I robbed the bank.
Huh?
Dirt's is going to immediately bring a paw to his face.
Amos, can I see if I could try to remember any details at the
Yeah,
moment?
sure. As for what roll you would make, please go ahead and make me a mind, some form of expertise. I'll give you a bonus if you use instinct. And for knowledge skills, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and make it lore.
Lore.
Because it is technically forgotten knowledge. If you do choose to use instinct, please take a bonus dice.
I do not have anything in instinct.
But you gotta follow your instincts.
You know, I was missing something.
Can I use the logic expertise?
Yes, you may. I was just saying you get one bonus dice if you did use instinct.
Okay, I don't have anything in lore, so I'll just use those two.
Unfortunately, your mind is kind of coming up blank on this one.
Dang. I don't really have much else at the moment coming up. I don't remember it. But I'm pretty sure I did something and I left that place with a decent amount of money.
Argus is gonna bonk the dog on the head with his stick.
Ow!
You need to use your headphones, please.
Also, once you swap over, please go ahead and do your intro.
No bonking me.
Does that work?
We are still hearing you activate the push to talk sound.
I can't fix that because it's the microphone on my thing that's broken.
It should not be picking it up from your headphones, though.
Uh-oh. Little bit of tech. Everyone's favorite part of the stream.
Yippee! Yay! I'm gonna warm my Hawaiian rolls while we tech.
Alright.
No, not the robot dragon. Just technical stuff.
Alright, while that's being worked on, does anyone else want to do a little bit of interaction?
Amos, is there anywhere else you are potentially barred from entering?
Can I try to think on this to see if I remember anything else?
Yes.
Same role as before?
Yes. Wow, that was almost the exact same roll in order.
Dang.
You know what? I'll just give you a little bit because I happen to like that. You think that in Starlight, not as many places, but you do remember that in the more outlying towns, there's a bunch of people who don't like you at times, so it's hard to say where you're banned from, though.
I can't remember any specifics at the moment. I mean, here in Starlight, there might be a few places that might not see me too kindly, but probably in towns farther out, I've got a feeling they don't like me very much out there, and I probably should steer clear. Especially, I don't want to be fighting anyone, at least not at the moment.
You think it's going to be a problem for the team?
Oh, I'm sure we'll be fine as long as I don't go to those places.
How long have you been awake for? Or were you even something else before, like the rest of us?
A while. And I feel like I was something else. But I didn't wake up like when you guys woke up. I was awake a lot longer. But then something happened to me again and my memories got all fuzzy. I didn't lose everything, but I've been slowly getting it back.
Aurum, you are not coming through, but you do need to at least use your headphones to listen, but you can use your laptop mic to talk.
But I feel what I did before I was this and what I did before I met you guys, very similar. It's the feeling I get.
Perhaps this is something when the guilds calm down a bit, we can kind of take a look at. At the very least, to see if there's any... What's the word I'm looking for here? Possible redemption in the eyes of people that might not necessarily be happy to see you. Last thing we want is to worrying about getting intercepted by some people you may have wronged at some point in the past.
Yeah, that would not be good. I
Hello.
mean, what we did in Aurum Grove has to count for
We
something.
heard you.
You heard me that time?
Yes.
Okay, my thing's just weird. Hello, I'm here.
Please do your introduction.
Hi, I'm Aurum, and I play Argus, a regular old scaredy cat tyrant. Hi. I'm also late. I'm sorry.
Typing.
All right. Please remember to actually state your type.
Oh, Dragon Rock? Yeah.
All right. And question of the day is, what sort of a job do you think the team should take first?
Treasure hunting, of course. There's less things to fight and more things to find.
All right. So you were wanting to bonk a certain Amos with a stick?
For robbing a bank, yeah? That's bad. That's not what good dogs are supposed to do.
But Argus. Money.
But Amos, bad. We work to get our money. We gotta work hard. That's what a team does.
I mean, I consider Robin working. It might not be the most honest kind of working, but you are taken from a bunch of rich assholes and distributing it a little more evenly among some
Argus is
people
gonna
I
look at
just feel are more deserving.
Argus is gonna look at Dart. Can I bonk again?
Please don't.
No.
Argus looks ready to bonk when you say please, and then when you say don't, he's like, "Aw."
If the money was
No
taken,
bonking.
surely it was
Yeah.
hoarded somewhere.
And also, it wouldn't be right to jump into conclusions so suddenly. So we can hold the bonking, back for a little bit.
Agreed. Let's learn more before, reaching hasty conclusions.
Yes.
I mean, he just talked about it
Yeah.
being a good thing. So
Now, I know that sounds bad, but
It does sound bad.
It does sound
I've
bad.
been with you guys for a while now. We've done a lot of good. That has to count for something. I
If
haven't
you're-
robbed any of you guys.
If
That
you were
we
given
know
the
of.
option to rob the bank again, would you?
Can I abstain from this question?
No.
Abstain's allowed to stand. Let's get moving.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get going.
All right.
I'm just going to say, though, that I'm not going to be okay with you doing that.
Not okay with me robbing a bank?
Or anything else criminal.
Argus writes in his notebook, Amos is criminal type.
The crime type.
Prime type. Let's go.
Crime type, weak to justice type.
Oh my god, no. This is gonna become Pokemon, but with too many types.
Too many
Alright.
types. I
It's
love
already
too many
As-
types.
As you guys are getting ready to leave, Abra is going to stop and visit by the bank. Amos, you recognize this individual from your time in a different world.
Oh yeah.
Wait, an Abra?
Yes, an Abra.
Is it Baron Saint?
No.
No. I'm blanking on their name again. What's
It's
the
Kaza.
Abra's name?
It's
Kaza, that's right. I say, oh, Kaza, and I run over to Kaza, and Kaza sees a doggy with a little well on their head run up.
Kaza, you see Amos. This might explain a fair bit.
Jet is following quickly. Is this another one of your criminal friends? I'm sure you've got a few.
Shut up, Jet.
Digi, just so you know, you are still muted. Uh-oh. He might have been taken.
I'm sorry.
I was like, he might have been taken away. No, the timing.
No, just dogs barking again.
Ah,
Oh, you mean Amos barking?
No,
Amos
no.
was barking,
Amos was barking.
and so was Jet. There's dogs.
And Abra has walked into the bank and is looking over at the group just like curiously and like checked to note. Let's see. One. Excuse me, are you the amnesiacs?
Yeah, but one amnesiac that you may recognize ran up yelling your name.
Oh! Oh, you're here. Great.
Yeah, why are you here?
I'm not completely sure. But I am needed, so I'm not unhappy about it.
Guess that's fair. I wasn't unhappy to be in what was that town called again?
Hamor or Lulite?
Lulai, yeah. Got a decent meal there, which was nice.
So this is where you're from. It's pretty different.
Yeah, this is Starlight. It's they're that thing I talked about when I was in Lulite. Well, it's over now. It's hopefully over. But their town's kind of putting things back together now, so it's a bit rough here right now. We could use any help.
Oh, I know. I've been here for a while now.
Oh, how long have you been here?
9, 10 days, maybe?
Oh wow.
Jingle, 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 jingle.
So, are you dropping off some coins too?
Dropping off some what?
Coins!
Oh, no, well, we were just surrounded because our, shadow type friend, needed a little bit of, help from the bank teller in there.
Oh. Oh, well then, excuse me. I have something to... I'll be right with you.
Alright, you go deposit your coins. We'll be, hanging around out here.
Okay. So you walk past the group. And Abra, curiously, walking past
Yes.
the group.
They do not appear to move around like Baron Saint.
Conclusion.
They are also clad in a striking amount of pink. Tell Darius you may have to share the picture as I am not in the room.
Ah, yes. That is a wonderful point. 1 second. They do actually have on an extreme amount of pink.
How much pink?
You shall see in 1 second as I grab the image.
One.
I have it now.
Vector
And-
just walks up to.
Look in Starlight.
Oh,
There is a lot of pink. Kaza looks very fabulous. Very fashionable.
Fashionable Kaza.
What was
Yeah.
that, Vector?
oh, I was just about to say like Vector kind of like walks up to Amos like, "Who's that? Is that a new friend?"
Oh, it's, you know how I talked about I went to, another place for a bit? They're from that place.
Oh,
I met them in Lulite, that town I mentioned. Their name's Kaza. They've been here for over a week now, actually.
Victor gets very excited. Are they a good friend? Are they?
Yeah, I would say they're a good friend.
Yeah, new friend. The Victor like kind of does a little hops. Like yeah.
Vector and his excited hops.
We need to get a gif of this.
Tippy tappy tippy tappy tippy tappy tippy tappy.
They seem to be walking.
Amos pats the Vector on the head fluff.
They must be. They're walking. Unlike Baron Saint. Which means.
Oh, they're they haven't really got the whole flying thing down, you know.
Oh, I thought that Baron Saint was different and floats because he's evil. Okay, I'm wrong.
I mean, that's not a bad theory.
Well, Baron Sate was just a normal Abra that has happened to be an asshole.
Okay, I got it.
Well then, what was it that we needed to do next?
Well, we were gonna go to the library, but I'm guessing your friend probably has a few more things to say after their business is done.
That is true. We could wait for them out here.
Notably, it would not take very long for Kaza to make their deposit.
Correct. It is one fairly swift transition as he comes back out. Hello. It's nice to see you again.
Yeah, likewise. This is my party here. We have Argus, the Tyrunt. We got the puppy squad over here, the three rockruffs, Dart, Jet, Vector, pointing to them respectively.
Argus is noticeably hiding behind Dart from the Abra because he's only had bad experiences with Abra.
You're fairly miserably at this. You know how big you are.
I'm
You're only
trying.
the tallest member of the group.
Argus,
This is the
stop
third
trying to
Abra.
hide. You're a massive dinosaur.
This is the third Abra we've come across, and the first two, not so great.
What was the second one?
The second one
The
was Sir
second
Baron.
one was Baron Saint.
Baron
Or
Saint.
Baron Saint.
What was the first one?
The
First-
one that booby trapped us on the river that turned us different colors.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep. There was the River Abra.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
Or the Bridge Abra, I guess.
Yeah, I forgot they were an Abra.
Kaza tilts his head slightly.
Argus never forgets a face.
Don't worry about it, Kaza. And then there's Azarus over there, the loud one. And we have a new guy. What's their name? Amos, like snapping their claws together, trying to
Sin.
think. Sin, yeah.
Whispering to Amos. It's Sin.
Sin is going to like wave Eve very obviously shyly, and just say, "Hi, nice to meet you." Looks at Amos, looks back at the Abra. So, you know each other? You know what? Never mind.
Oh, well,
Looks-
if I didn't correctly introduce myself, my name is Kaza. I've found that this place could use some assistance. So, it was kind of rushed, but I've been approved to be on a team. The team is me.
You are the team?
Just me.
Oh. Nice.
Seems a little
Nope.
dangerous to go along.
solo performance?
I guess so. I can get places fast. So I guess I don't need help exactly. I do courier stuff for the most part. I just need to visit the place first before I can get there fast.
Yeah, this the stakes here are a bit higher than back in Lula, with the dungeons and all there. Kaza.
I've been made aware. Don't worry. I am very, very able to defend myself. And if I am not, then I run away. It's very hard to stop me from leaving.
Really?
I mean, I just teleport. What?
Yeah, he is an Abra after all.
Ah.
That's so cool. So you can just so you can just go wherever you want, right?
Well,
He's
I
been
have
here
to look for
before.
a place first, but yeah, I can just get places very fast. In fact, you guys are mission checks note, and then he pulls out a small pocketbook. 58.
Huh?
Repeat that?
Huh?
That's a large number.
Well, it turns out that I can make the most of former experiences. I have had a lot of, let's call it, endurance training.
You're going to have to explain a bit more. This is all starting to get rather confusing very quickly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's say
we're rather
I
new.
I can go for long periods and function on my own for a very long period of time.
Do you mean like no sleep?
Kind. And at that one, he's going to like pause and just like, well, it's funny that you you know what? Hold on, guys. I'm just gonna excuse me for a minute. I got it. As he will peer around for like a corner somewhere before just leaning up against the wall of the building and just sitting down, leaning against it. And he is asleep immediately.
Amos, you make some very, very odd choice of friends.
Also, you didn't introduce me. That's probably rude.
Oh. Sorry, Shade.
Oh shit, I forgot Shay was here.
Hi. Yes, I. Wait, how did you forget I was here?
You
You're
didn't say
very
anything?
sneaky.
You were in the shadows? Or
Can you teach me to hide like you do?
No. I think it's probably best if we know where you're at.
What if
Oh
I
yes,
just-
I was just about to get to you, Shade. But it looks like they've fallen asleep. Maybe we should where do you think they stay?
we could take them back to the guild, ask them where their room is, and we put them there.
I mean, I could go and grab some water.
Good night, Whiskers, by the way. Hope you sleep
Oh, night,
well.
Whiskers.
Good night, Whiskers.
Have a good night.
Ah, shit, Kaza, you gotta pick a weird spot to take a nap. I don't know. Do you want to splash water on them or drag them back to the guild?
Water.
I vote for water. I kind of want to hit
Vector?
him with the water.
Yeah, Vector has water, right?
I mean, I could make water, but we do it in bubbles.
Not like we have a bucket of water.
Bucket.
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 Do we have a bucket? I mean, I could try.
Bucket?
Of course I didn't. It wasn't our bucket. It was their bucket. Vector just had a sudden realization. We could buy a bucket.
Bucket sounds fun. Water.
A bucket is good.
So look, are we gonna dump water on this Abra or not?
If you can find a bucket full of water, go ahead. I'm not gonna stop you.
Vector, didn't he say you were a water type?
Yeah, I mean, I could make bubbles.
He
Bubbles
could
of
make
water.
bubbles. He can't use water gun as far as I know. At least I haven't seen him.
I'm only trying. Vector's like, I'm trying. Ah.
Can Argus like go over and poke the Abra with a stick like you would like something far away that you're kind of scared of?
Yeah, sure. There is no reaction. It is like just poking something.
Yeah, Vector, you might want to put water training on your to-do list there, bud.
I just. The Vector's like, it's like, I just started.
I'll go look around for a bucket of water.
It's been a few days.
All right, please go ahead and make a perception check.
Alright then. Perception, that would be...
Yep, just with any stat you want to use, just perception.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 6.
Roll that perception. That is a 1, 2, 3. That is with a 4. You would see that in the distance there is a what is effectively a like emergency firefighting station that has like, you know, some buckets and a well. There are clear notations on it for that it is not for drinking.
Not for drinking, okay. He's going to walk over. Is there anyone around?
You don't really see anyone particularly around it right now.
After just looking over like 1, 2 glances, he's gonna pick up the bucket, jingle his way back on over to a groove, and then he's going to dump the bucket on.
All right. There is
Go on.
no reaction. Shade looks disappointed.
He drops
Heavy
the bucket
sleeper.
on Kaz.
Are you dropping it on Kaza?
Yes.
How rude.
That is very rude. There is still no reaction.
Oh, okay. I'll take the bucket off and put it back over where the area was.
Amos intercepts you, grabs the bucket, and just rests the bucket on top of Kaza's head, and just leaves it like that.
Argus will bonk on the bucket like a drum.
There is still no reaction, although you are getting progressively more rude.
Guys.
Maybe this
Can
is
you
too
guys stop? Take a step back
I-
for a moment, if... Yes, Vector?
Yeah, oh, sorry.
And they could just have their little street nap. At least they got a hat now.
The
What
rest
was
they
that,
need
Abby?
The rest.
Let's just leave. Let's Vector's like gonna take the bucket off. Be like, it's still that it wouldn't be right just to leave it like that though.
Yeah. Vector, as you are taking off the bucket, it seems that Kaza is actually now starting to wake up.
Oh.
Kaza, you are now wet.
He'll peer around and seem confused. Look at the bucket. Look at the party. What? Why?
It's not what it looks like. Are you okay?
Jed is just pointing at Azareth, then at Amos, then at Argus.
I'm
I did
wet.
nothing with the water.
Are you
okay? You kind of just were out, like, in an instant.
Sorry, I've kind of been awake for 23 hours and 50 minutes. But I'm good for another.
Maybe we should get you back to the bunks.
You should
Oh.
go back to sleep in a bed.
Oh, no, this is normal for me. I guess I just sort of lost track of time since I consider this kind of a safe place. I can go for 3 days with just using rest.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Art.
No, you first.
No, it's okay. You can go.
Dart was just gonna say that doesn't. I'm not an expert on whatever our biology is, but that doesn't seem healthy.
Well, I mean, 3 days and then I need a real full sleep. But apart from that, I can function.
Well then,
Sure.
I apologize for getting you wet.
Oh, well, I mean, usually I have to be more careful with where I rest because nothing's gonna get me. Still, well, I guess we'll just move on from that.
Yeah, we're actually I was like turning towards the group like, I think we're on our way to the library. If you want to join us.
Oh, a library.
I more books to get thrown at me.
I didn't know one was here.
Well, I guess it's more or less we're kind of looking for one, right?
Oh. Okay.
No, we were told that there was one here.
Oh, there was?
We went through the library when some of us were leaving Starlight a few weeks ago.
A moon ago?
Something like that. I'm just keen to at least start getting to the bottom of what we are. Oh, because there's so... Dart's like bringing a paw to his head, just like, because there's so many questions that are starting to flood my mind now that we're not having to worry about danger at every single freaking turn.
Yeah.
So many
You know some of the stuff I mentioned, Kaza.
Yeah, those scary people. Very, very violent, actually. They're not really negotiable, not really possible to talk with.
Nope.
There is a slight irony at this statement coming from an Abra when the one Alabaster Glee member that has really talked with you is also an Abra.
Azris doesn't remember the Abra that much. They weren't there during the fight and the whole showdown.
Yep.
Yeah, so many questions, so many exciting answers to pursue.
Well, let's go.
I'll come with you, I suppose.
Yeah,
I'm
we
good
can catch
for-
up at Kaza. I'm curious of how the Chaos crew are doing.
Chaos crew?
I don't
That sounds incriminating.
There's another group? Inspector is very excited.
Well, back home, I was also a solo team of one because of circumstances. And I joined a crew that was also a lot of amnesiacs. And they ended up being called Team Chaos.
It was a very fitting name.
Yeah.
Is that where you learn to blow things up? And do crimes?
No, I knew how to do that before.
Here too?
What was that? Kaza?
Oh, I was just asking. So he's a bad influence here too.
Apparently, yes.
Okay. Do you kick people into lakes here too, or tell people to do that?
Not yet.
Looks to Amos. Judging you.
When I was in Lulite, I may have encouraged a impulsive Riolu to kick a Swinub into a lake. So I thought it would be funny. It was funny.
A Swinub?
They're like
What's
a little round ball of a pig, and they're fluffy.
May the spirits have mercy on you.
Vector is just confused.
No.
Yeah, there was this Hatbird guy. Vane, he really didn't like me. I really got on that guy's nerves, I tell you.
I wonder why.
But everything will be fine. There are capable adults like Sig, like Cal and Samantha and Bean too. Yep. Oh boy.
That sounds like a fun story.
Maybe.
Well, we
So-
should get going to the library.
Yes, let's.
Yeah. Also, when I was in that town, I met the Pokemon. I the one, what's they're called? The one I evolve into, the Arcanine. I met an Arcanine there. Oh, what was their name again?
Arion?
I think so. How are they doing?
We're Vane asked them to stay away for a while after a training mishap.
Oh, okay.
I wonder what I'll turn into.
I'm curious about everyone now.
Oh, did Squirrel stop trying to rip the eyes out of that poor gem Pokemon guy?
He only did that once.
Excuse me?
And
You know, I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
I don't know. Library
let's,
time. Jingle, jingle, jingle,
Let's
jingle, jingle, jingle,
just
jingle.
make
jingle,
our way
jingle,
to the
jingle.
library. Yes, I'm slowly pushing Dart towards the library.
You know it's bad when Dart says he doesn't want to know.
As people are starting to walk, Sin is going to bring attention back to. You mentioned something about us being number 58 or something earlier. What
Oh,
do you mean?
right. Well, I got a request from Mr. Edge to help you with something.
Something?
Yeah. I might be able to help with your memories. And I have discovered that maybe some of you are not as nice as the others. But that's okay. I have met. Well, I've had worse introductions. So it's probably fine.
Well, well, thank you for helping us, even if it has been a bit. Waves arm in a gesture because he doesn't have a word for it.
What?
It's okay. It's more than okay. But, it might be a little bit of a process, so we can do the things that you need to do first.
Okay. Also, where did they say the library was? Looking over to Jet.
They did not say, but, the others
Dart,
have been there.
Amos and I know. And Argus.
Yeah, we hid in it once.
There was a, I don't know, they were kind. I forgot who they were.
A nice bird. They helped us run away and hide and find the secret tunnel.
Oh, well then, maybe you all can lead the way. I'm curious to go and learn more about, well, various things that I've been kind of taught. So it would be nice to get to a library. Walking over or a little closer. Is the library big, or is it just a small one?
Didn't really have a chance to look too much into it when we were running.
Well, hopefully.
Guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun. Let's get going. Jingle, 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 jingle.
Yes. As you return to the area where you had last been at the library, it was a bit of a hectic time, but it's not exactly the most difficult to find, considering that there is a building with a book on its side that means the library. So it's not exactly very hidden. It's just in a slightly different section of the town.
I mean, it sounds like it was hidden under a giant book sign.
Good lord.
Why would it be hidden?
Yeah, why would it be hidden?
Is just for my own curiosity, is it a bigger building, or is it?
It's a more medium-sized building. It fits in with the area around, but it is rather noticeable due to the book that is literally making a symbol on its side.
Okay.
It's like a sign.
Yeah. Okay. As we are getting there, Sin is going to be walking a little quicker, with the little shiny eye, of curious, many questions.
Yes.
And, I don't know if they'd be the first one in, because I don't know how the party's going in, but they're booking it.
Yep. Anyone who cares to, please make me an appraise check. Using whatever combination you feel like.
Duke.
Okay.
What if you don't have appraisal?
Then, you can still roll. It's just,
So, for the attribute, can it be any of them, or is
Yeah, just make it any of them.
Okay.
Any primary attribute.
I got a surprising amount of ones.
Some people have gotten a surprising amount of ones, yes.
You know, this probably tracks for Azareth. I got a 0.
Hey, Amos is feeling perceptive today, apparently.
But not perceptive in memory? How dare?
How dare.
I just jingle jangle.
Alright. Vector, Sin, Kaza, and Amos. And Jet. Yours was just a little bit higher up. You all are able to see, as you enter, the old markings left from when it was previously boarded up in a hurry. It seems like it hasn't exactly gotten very repaired, and on the inside, you do also see that there are various spots where it is some mix of water and or fire damage. There is also a slightly dejected and harried looking I forget, was it a hoot hoot? Or not a hoot hoot, a a knocked owl?
Owl.
Knocked
Yeah, I
owl.
believe it was a knocked owl.
Knocked owl.
Wolfstein.
Yeah, Wolfstein. There is a slightly dejected looking knocked owl that is currently going around and kind of slowly fixing things. Their wing apparently is still looking damaged.
Oh, this place looks like it's been through hell.
Yeah, he was helping us, and then the thingies attacked, and it looks like it broke a lot of things.
It'll be okay in the end, right? Just a little, fixer up.
Yeah. What happened? What happened here?
Argus wants to start helping fix things up. Just not even saying anything, just going to start helping.
All right. In that case, go ahead and make me a craft check. Physical. Any expertise you feel like.
Dart's going to respond. Very good question.
Vector, Alabaster Gleam happened.
Oh.
Wait, I could use a soul to rewind the one, right?
You may. Just keep in mind that soul dice are per session.
Yeah.
All right. With a 2, you are able to... It's noticeable that it's not expert work, but you do repair a bookshelf.
Yay!
Noticeably, the grain doesn't match, and it's novice work, but it is correctly done.
It can hold books. I'm helping.
Yes.
Would you like some help with that?
Me or Mr. Burb?
You.
But I'm helping Mr. Burb.
Yes, so I'll help you help him.
Argus is doing that thing where he's leaning away a little bit because he's still not sure about the Abra. But sure. Just don't do evil psychic blasts.
Oh, I can't do that.
As you're talking and obviously kind of using tools, the Noctowl is going to eventually come over and go, I'm very sorry to do all of this, but the library is of questionable assistance right now.
Vector just kind of nods. It's like it's all right. I can, or we can kind of see what happened, but I guess, and kind of like turning to the group, I guess if there is any way you could possibly help us, maybe we're kind of looking for some information.
Well, obviously it's a little more limited now, but the archives are fine, at least. The archives are fine. So, what information are all of you looking for?
Yes?
Basically anything that we can figure out, period. We don't know much about this world.
Okay. General section, not in the archives. Well, we do have a few books that might be serviceable that you could use. Alright, you know what? Just stay here. I think that there are a few things that I can grab that may help you. Please just be very gentle with them. There's a good possibility they might have some water damage.
Oh yeah, no, I totally understand. I understand, and I also kind of looking at the damaged area as well. I suppose I guess, is there any way that we can possibly assist you?
Well, unless you happen to have a hidden library somewhere. I would greatly appreciate if you happen to find any books. Oh, you all are guild members. If you find any books in your journeys, I would be very appreciative if you could, well, help me rebuild my library.
Oh, right, I do have a book I forgot to read. Also, we could buy books.
Yeah, absolutely. If we have anything to donate, we'll be happy to.
Jet is going to pull out a book. He's already read this one. The Throne and the Wolf. It's a reddish leather cover with the scrawled on title. And he'll offer that up.
The Noctowl is going to very carefully, with his good wing, reach out and grab the book. And then say, unfortunately, I can't exactly. Well, he's gonna slightly shift his injured and bound wing. But rest assured that if I could right now, I'd be giving you some head pats.
No need. I've already read that one, so it's no need for me to carry it around with me.
The Noctowl's going to do like a little head bob and then slowly walk over to the shelf that Argus and probably Kaza now are fixing up and carefully shelf it right there.
For the record,
Proof of concept. It works. The shelf works.
He does have another book as well. They are randomly generated titles that Rygon came up with. I'll send you the title for the other one so you're ready for when Jet does read it. But that one I think was a historical thing, if I remember right.
Okay.
Some kind of historical book thing that hinted at... I don't remember. It wasn't that major, but yeah.
I'll see what I can do with it.
This one I have no idea about. I only know the title of it. The one that he gave was the history one.
Okay.
Would it be possible, because Sin would have been noticing the damage, have been also looking around, to see if there's anything he could try and also assist in fixing?
Take your pick of basically whatever you want. There's damage just about everywhere.
Okay. He's also going to start just going over somewhere and start trying to patch things up, trying to help as best he can.
All right. If you're going to be attempting to fix things, go ahead and roll me a craft check.
Okay. We'll do body logic craft for. Ooh. I think I will use the soul to re-roll that one.
All right.
Well, what else are we gonna do with you? Can Azrath assist with teamwork?
Yeah. So this would be a assist action. So Zim, we did want to do the updated assistance, right?
I don't know if I saw any feedback from you on it, but I kind of like the idea of... Actually, you probably did respond, but... No, you did not respond.
I did not. Okay.
Are you okay with that? Like, I think
Yeah.
it works. Okay.
Yeah, that looks good.
So in that case, you can assist with... the way the assist works is you add however many dots you have in either your teamwork or a relevant skill to the task to the person's role. So in this case, it's whichever one is higher.
Teamwork craft, you say? Cool. I'll roll the highest one.
Well, no, you just
And
tell how many dots you have in craft or teamwork, or whichever one is higher, and...
Take your pick. They're both one.
Okay, then just add one.
Okay. So I roll one extra dice then. Yeah.
Since that's a confirmed adjustment, I will update the doc now.
Cool.
Damn.
All right. So that turn, it's a 1 because you re-rolled the 1 with soul, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, you know, it's not exactly that good, but the more important thing is that the effort and will was there.
Yeah. Yeah, Sin is trying, and with, Azrath assisting there, and I think you could just hear him mumbling, "That doesn't look right. What am I doing wrong?" Just trying to figure things out.
I have no clue. It looks stable enough. Look, he's gonna pat it on the side.
Crash.
I'm about to say, it doesn't collapse, but it also doesn't exactly feel the most sturdy thing in existence. It's not going to collapse under its own weight, though.
It's one of those shelves that you can literally just practically push to like 45 degrees and...
Swivel shelf.
Let's... Oh...
We're helping. I don't know what else to do. I feel like it's rude to read the books right now. Or whatever is left.
I wanted to help, but I can't figure out what I'm doing wrong. Slightly dejected looking Sin, looking at the not quite stable but also not quite falling apart now. Whole thing he was just working on.
No, it's okay. It's holding.
You just need to use the right tools, like the nails and the hammer and the other fun ones that I still don't know what all of them do.
Hmm.
Azarus nods, probably pretending he understands.
Yeah, I think Sin would, at the mention of tools, have been actually looking at what Argus was using when they were fixing, and just kind of do that little finger snap like you finally figured something out, and just say, "Tools. That's what I'm forgetting."
Yeah, they help a little.
Doing everything by hand without tools. That
Yep.
is bound to be such a great idea.
Oh
But-
yeah.
But it's fine. Just a little pat with your head crest.
I just now pictured me Sin picking Azareth up and just tap, tap, tap.
All right. The librarian is going to come back with a trio of books. They, appear to be in fairly rough condition, but they are in fact still technically readable. You just have to be very careful with them.
What are these 3 books?
There is a book titled Legends of the World. There is a book titled Functions of the Guild. And there is a book called... sorry, was someone saying something?
I think that was Amos barking.
Ah, okay. And there is a book on regions.
Who's
Dart's
books?
eyes are going to widen at all 3.
So, real quick, it was what again were the 3?
Legends of the World, Functions of the Guild, Regions.
Yes.
Ooh. Vector's gonna slowly peek at the regions.
I'm assuming there's a spare table, somewhere nearby.
Yeah, it's not, again, nothing in here is in, good condition, but there is, a table that you can use.
Dart's going to speak up. Thank you very much for grabbing these. I think I'd like to start with this one, gesturing towards the Legends of the World book.
Well, while you're reading that, I'll go and read the guild one here.
Vector's gonna just I'm gonna borrow this really quick. I want to borrow this. Vector takes the regions.
Oh Lord, is the Rockruff group starting a book club?
Yes,
Apparently.
that was the first thing I thought when I realized 3 books. Everyone else is fixing bookshelves. The Rockruffs haven't done anything yet. The Rockruffs are going to do something with those.
Just gonna have some tea and scones and be like, "Oh, darling, you would not believe what I read in this book this week."
Is one of you going to bring in an English top hat and a monocle and a mustache?
Accidentally collapse
Why-
a bookshelf on you 3.
Was that Vector?
I'll bring in the tea cakes and the biscuits.
Yeah, the Rockruffs is having high tea, with talking about their books.
Why, yes, good sir.
Oh, yes.
Sorry, say
Oh,
something,
yes,
Dart?
indeed. You should really see this passage here from my book. You see, it's got a lot of fascinating history about the guild as a whole.
Oh no, you must also know this region here is quite exquisite, I must say.
Ah,
I hope
yes,
you know what
yes.
you're
We must
doing
have
when Rye
to
gets to
visit
this
this
part.
at some point. Yes.
Absolutely. Perhaps we
was
could bring it up to the guild for allow us to make a wonderful visit there. It's great this time of season.
I'm just saying, you all know what Rye's going to do once they get to this part, right?
Also,
This is making fun
speaking
of them.
of Rye,
Oh no.
I meant to do this earlier after the recap like we usually do. My bad. Can we take a small break to go through, It is about break time anyways, so
All right,
we can
you
go
know
through
what?
fan
Sure.
art.
1 o'clock break, fan art, yada yada. Oh yeah, so
Oh boy.
1 o'clock break. Woo! Get up,
Oh,
stretch
yeah,
your
that's
legs,
true.
do things.
Yes.
Look at fan art.
Yeah.
So-
art.
First off here, we've got from Chapter 1, Episode 10, Part 1. Jet and Dart discover powdered water. A very precious scene.
Precious.
And then next up, all of these are from Rye. We also have Dart Dart, Dart Dart, Dart Dart, Dart Dart, Dart Dart,
Dort.
Dart Dart, Art Dart. It is good, Dart Dart.
Precious puppy.
Precious
I know-
Puppo.
And I know Rye's going in order of the sessions from the looks of it, and it's just like I cannot wait for the Vector introduction.
I know, right?
I fear for Spectre introduction.
Oh, I think the best one's going to be Lord Buckethead Vector.
Yes.
That one's going to be good.
Yes.
I want to say Lord Buckethead Vector.
I want to see if they draw me exploding out of the building too.
This one is from Chapter 1, Episode 12. Rye apparently just really likes Amos. The text on this is, "Oh damn, poor son of a bitch got crushed by the tree."
I remember
Like,
that.
oh damn! Poor son of a bitch got crushed by the tree.
What tree?
I don't know what... Oh, that's you talking. It looked like you were holding something in your mouth.
Hello,
I-
puppy. I
I
did
was
a
talking
bad.
about the. Bro, I am cussy dog.
God, when am I gonna have
Wussy,
to
wussy,
do
wussy, wussy.
bring a Nim cameo into this?
That was when you guys hid the dead
I'm a
body from
puppy.
me under the tree.
Yeah, the dead Blaziken. We just didn't want you to see it because you're like Argus 2 baby. You can't see this.
Oh, it was in the building. Okay.
Yeah, that abandoned building we explored.
Whoa, thank you so much.
I'll
You know-
transition to this right away.
Yeah, go for it. Art style doesn't quite match, but I'm okay with this.
There, now people know what the Abra looks like. Not just think, oh, it's Enja. What's Enja?
Well, I mean, it was partially because of the art style, but also partially just to have it be at least somewhat matching with the circles and stuff. Also, the square was cutting in over top of the logo, and that didn't look great. So, yeah.
It didn't go in a square hole.
No, it did not go in the square hole.
Stop putting things in the square hole. Stop putting things in the square hole. Stop it. Stop it. Stop putting things in the square. Stop it.
And then the last fan art for now is just, well, Raja says, "Sorry, I love Cussy Puppy a lot. Please accept this offering."
It me.
So first one in the upper left there, we've got Amos drunk saying, "I blew up a building once." Then from chapter 1, episode 18, we've got Amos eating Azareth's sandwich. Azareth did not remember this, but it happened. In the bottom left, we've got Amos Amos covered in snow saying this fluffin' sucks.
Oh, that's from the snowball fight.
Yes.
Yeah, I got like buried.
I wasn't there for the snowball fight.
In the upper right, we've got just Amos, Amos. And the bottom right, apparently Amos is putting on a cooking show, Cooking with Amos. Now set to flamethrower for 5 minutes.
Oh, Amos, that's how you get charcoal.
You just gotta give it an even roast.
With flamethrower.
You just gotta even flamethrower.
I'm a puppy.
I love these so much though. I love how they're on my boy.
Yeah.
Yes, art's good. Yeah, because I recently got Art of Azareth, and I'm happy.
Oh yeah, the art was very good.
Oh yeah, I showed you guys the acrylic badge I got at Amos, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you did. It was really good.
I love that. I wore it at A&E. Alright, I'm gonna go refill my AC.
Whoa, it is fantastic. You don't need to do more. I really appreciate you doing that at all. Thank you.
You're a good bean, Will.
Where would it go for the rest of the community to see?
Very good bean.
Art share?
Art share. There is a channel for art share.
Yep.
So is media share. I gotta find it. I can find it. No, I'm a big dragon. I can find it. Found it. Y'all deserve to see Azareth. Y'all deserve to see every one of our characters. Go on.
I agree. Unfortunately, I don't really want to bring up stuff that's commissioned unless it's been, It's one thing when it's posted in fan art because, that's... It's kind of,
implicit.
It's implicit that it's going to be brought up. But if it's something commissioned, usually it's
They might get angry over commercial rights.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right. I always forget that.
Yeah, so you can post it around wherever it's just, can't be shown on stream.
Exactly.
I apologize. I still get used to this.
I mean, you haven't done anything wrong. I'm just explaining why I'm not bringing it up on stream. I would love to. Just,
Yeah. How's y'all been enjoying the week so far? Because I've been in a huge Persona 3 Reload mood. Like, a lot of Persona 3 Reload.
I've been stuck, carrying around lumber and chopping down trees.
I am back.
Hey, welcome back.
Welcome back. Nice to meet you back. I'm Azareth.
Dart.
Hell, shots the Azareth.
No, you did it, the book was that?
Welcome back.
Tomorrow I get to wake up extra early, and I get to grab the log splitter again.
I gotta go to work tomorrow on our day off because there's a meeting.
Oh no.
Damn, hope that's paid.
I have to drive to
Yeah,
Philly
it's paid
tomorrow
and
with
catered.
my dad. Better be paid and catered going in your day off.
yeah.
But yeah, I have to fucking drive with my dad to Philly tomorrow, and I'm not looking forward to that.
My boss, when I was working security, the three of us on graveyard shift hated those meetings because they were always in the middle of the day, in the middle of our sleep
Always during
schedule.
shift one.
Yeah.
Always during shift one.
And it's like, my boss kept promising me, yes, we will. The next meeting will be in the evening, at least when you're awake. You know, and I'm like, okay. Next meeting came around. It's gonna be at 11 a.m. God damn it.
For my job, they do most of our meetings in the morning, which sucks for me because I'm so fucking tired for them.
I'm just
But
grateful.
all of our like higher ups are like boomers usually, and they want to do everything in the mornings because they want to like leave early. So they will do like every goddamn meeting at like 9:30 in the morning.
I would not survive that. I can't wake up that early.
I'm like half asleep while I have to sit through these. At least like most of it like the Northrop meeting stuff. Like that's like if they're like talking about like crap with Northrop, they do that like later in the day. But like if it's like stuff for like just like team whatever the fuck stuff, they like do it early.
I wake up at 12 p.m. a.m. p.m. middle of the
PM is noon.
Yeah, I go to work at noon because I wake up at noon because I go to work at 12 or at 2. Yeah, words.
Yeah, I'm
All right,
just
let's go
grateful my boss let me count, like when putting in my hours, I would put in the hours for travel time for those meetings. Because I lived a
As you
half-hour drive away. That's an extra hour on top of the meeting.
Yeah, you should.
You don't drive to work.
This was back when I had my security job.
Oh. I was just thinking, boss, wait, aren't you your own boss? You make your own hours.
Yeah, my boss is an asshole. I mean, look at me. I'm sitting here working a 9.5-hour shift already.
Yeah. Also, gonna start doing a little bit of a check. A Dart, are you back?
I'm reading a book.
Okay. A Vector, are you back?
Oak's head.
All right. Argus, are you back?
I've been here. I'm working on bookshelf.
RZ, are you back?
Fixing a bookshelf, trying. Jingle jingle?
Colada. Colada is still not back.
No, I'm back. I just got back as you were talking.
Okay. Digi.
Sure am.
Zim.
Yes. I would like some. How's that rosemary tea?
Yes. Okay. Werny.
Prime.
Yes. Okay. We do have everyone back. I now conclude the 1 a.m.
Where's Shade at?
Shut up. I now conclude the 1 a.m. break.
Oh, Shade's not here? What happened to Shade?
Shade was rude.
Rescue mission!
I think I might have accidentally collapsed a bookshelf on him. That or Sin did.
Oh.
Or perhaps
Shade is around, though.
Or perhaps he's off in the shadows plotting his next move against us.
He would just tell you what he's going to do.
True. So,
He's
what is
gonna
he
get
planning
smushed
against
under bones.
Amos?
Right now, nothing. He already got his revenge on Amos. But yes, those of you with books, you may make me appraise rolls. Mind, expertise, appraise. You get +1 dice if you use logic.
For
Oh,
what?
when I say appraise, I meant academics.
I was gonna say, like,
I thought of the wrong A word, and I was dumb. Don't worry. I meant
So,
academics.
Academics +1 if we use logic?
Yes.
Perfect.
I would argue that cunning is also very beneficial for reading.
Okay, look, you're reading dry beginner books.
Fine.
You could still use cunning if you want. I'm just giving a +1 if you use logic.
I know, I'm using cunning because I have 0 in logic, so cunning is better at +2. Ooh!
That's, dare I say, cunningly good.
Oof, dart.
I'm disappointed because my first roll missed the board.
Oh, is this for the book? Is this for the?
This is for the books.
This is for the books. I take it that's a soul.
Yeah, I'm using soul.
It is mind, expertise, academics, and if you use logic, you get +1.
Oh.
Oh, and what? Refresh me of the mechanics on soul again.
Soul, you get an amount of soul dice every single session equal to your soul divided by 2 rounded up. You can use these to re-roll a result of a 1 on a check or to add an extra dice to your roll. If you want to re-roll an entire roll, what you do is you burn a willpower and gain a point of exhaustion, and you may re-roll the entire roll.
How do we get the willpower back?
Sleeping.
Yeah, when you...
Well, you know, since that's probably going to happen soon, I think I'm going to do an entire reroll.
All right. Burn a willpower.
When it comes to the willpower, all of your willpower comes back after a long rest, but you only recover 2 exhaustion per long rest.
What exhaustion do I take for burning the willpower?
1.
Just 1.
Okay, cool. So I put that there on my sheet. Cool.
Yep.
Much better.
Holy crap!
That's a much more dart roll.
You know what? I'm going to use the soul to reroll that one.
Fair. Dart once book. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
My eyes have been opened.
Yes. All right. So let's go ahead and start with, you know what, I'm just going to go bottom to top. Vector, you were reading the book on regions, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. You now know that all of you are on a continent, and that this continent is rather large. It's the, it has quite an amount of different areas on it. Some are kingdoms, some are republics, others are just more vague city-state areas. And you're in one of those. You're in a region called the Ruins. It is an area which seems to have an abnormal amount of ruins, and so is named as such. It seems to have a rather large amount of city-states there.
Right. And I'm able to point. I'm able to pinpoint. Like, are we? Like, I guess is it? Are they mapped by any chance?
So They are mapped, but have you ever seen a medieval map of the HRE?
Yes.
Imagine that, and it's just
Okay.
city-states all over the place.
So,
Sometimes it contains one town, sometimes it contains 2 or 3, but generally they don't get much bigger than that.
Okay. But like I would say like I have at least a good reference of where we are in the nearest ones, right?
Yes. Also, you would now know that you are on the continent of Peglor.
Can you spell that?
Paglor. Peglor.
Peglor. Oh. I am not. I'm just looking at Vector's just looking at map, wide-eyed, saying, or just thinking, this is such a big place to run around and explore. Very happy. Very, very happy.
I'm not gonna lie, I can just picture Vector just like going full flash arc and just being like, how fast can I run across the continent?
I myself was
I
getting
was
the
zoom across the mill.
I myself was getting one of those naughty magazine with the fold out map, and then basically the similar reaction from Vector on that. Just like, whoa! And then it just keeps unfolding and unfolding and unfolding.
Look at all these maps. Look at all these amazing maps.
Yep. Jed, you were looking at the guild functions book, correct?
Yes.
All right. With an 8 on the guild functions book, you would be treated to quite the good rundown of the various functions that the guild has. So, much like how teams can have associations, there are also guild associations. So, in order for things that to run good and correctly across so many different areas, and especially in an area like the Ruins, being a member of a guild, for example, you are a member of the Starlight Guild, is seen as almost a nationality of sorts. And every other guild recognizes every other guild as being a actual guild. So you may go into any guild building or guild controlled area in the entire world and would be recognized as a guild member. There is sort of an agreement that, like, there is, once you are a member of a guild, you are accepted as a member of quote unquote the guild. It's much less of an actual entity. It more has a board that decides, like, yes, this is acceptable, this is unacceptable, those sorts of things. And it is possible for a guild to be cast out of the association, but that is an extremely rare and is considered a historic event. Other things is that so long as you have a recent work history, at least, like recent enough to show that, like, from where your last job was to where you are right now, it is fairly, so long as it's within a reasonable time period, you could just show up and get free room and board. It won't be the best of accommodations, but you will be given accommodations. Other things is that if you were to go missing for an extended period of time, it is likely that, especially if you're close to the guild that you're a member of specifically,
to the hamlet.
So Starlight Guild, if you went missing somewhere around here, it is very likely that a rescue party would be sent to find you free of charge. Otherwise, if you were to go missing somewhere else, the Starlight Guild could put out a mission to try and find and rescue you, but there may be a little bit of delay in that, instead of it happening immediately and automatically.
Okay.
They also tend to have good services where they will hand out gear to guild members, although that is seen as being a responsibility of whatever guild you're a member of. So, like, let's say you're halfway across the continent, the Starlight Guild would have to send you additional gear. It would not be considered the responsibility of whatever guild you're staying at to give you stuff. At least in terms of, like, equipment upgrade should your rank go up.
Okay.
Other than that, it doesn't really go into too much information. This is more of a basic book, although you did get basically out of this book as you possibly could have.
That's fair.
And Dart, with his 10. Quite the roll, quite the roll.
I feel like the first time I was reading the book upside down, it's like, oh wait.
I imagine that Dart was being extra careful because it's water damage, so he was like scared to even open the cover.
So I'll use my X-ray vision.
Can you read the book without
There.
opening the book?
X-ray vision? Are you becoming a Lux-ray?
And and this was on Legends of the World, correct?
Correct.
Oh no.
Yes. So, you are treated to a bevy of information on the legendary Pokemon of the world, as well as an introduction to mythic Pokemon as well. You are now very capable of recognizing the importance and the cultural significance of legendary Pokemon. And in addition, will likely be able to recognize their names just about whenever they're used. In terms of their importance in the world, some are seen fairly commonly. One example of this would be the Guild Master here in Starlight, where they go about like a day-to-day in some important area or other, and do some sort of job there. Either stabilizing the region, like the Guildmaster Xerneas that ran the Starlight Guild, or they act as protectors, or some act as, more territorial destroyers, basically going, no, you're not allowed to come over here. And it's theorized that the ones that are basically keeping things away are either keeping areas secret that should not be explored, or are keeping the most powerful artifacts under watch. It's not exactly sure what they're doing because no one's really managed to get past them for obvious reasons, but they do exist out in the world.
Whoa.
I have an important question to ask from what I'm understanding of this. Listening.
Yes.
Is there more than one Xerneas?
It is not mentioned.
Understood. Because it kind of sounded like there was more than one Xerneas. Like, oh boy. But clearly, okay. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Dart's reaction is just like, whoa.
You all have read your books. What would you like to do?
Time to start that book club.
Okay, I'm gonna distress this now. This is completely out of character. Slams book on ground. Another.
That's great. I love it.
Dart has achieved his book crack addiction.
More. I need more.
More. I must have more.
Do you happen to have any points in lore, by the way?
Let me double check. I do not.
All right. I just wanted to know.
Jet does have 2, if that's relevant.
No, it was just more out of curiosity to see if like Dart would have like, much background for what he just read. So this is probably like revelationary to him.
I mean, this is complete blank slate, so just like, I wanted to learn about the world. Oh my goodness, there's a lot in the world.
Yes, there is a lot to this.
And there's a lot to explore.
So yes, what all would you like to do?
I'm just imagining we're doing the book club thing and discussing with each other what we read.
All right.
What do you guys like about the books? What were the books like? As now just sliding on over.
Victor's just very happy. Just say there's a lot of places to explore too. He's very, 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 very happy. It's like wagging, very happily. And also that it's also really good to know that there's it's such a large place too. Like,
There's a wait, where are we on this?
yeah. Here pulls up like is there like a map section in the book?
There is. It is not the most detailed, and it mostly just like picks out like important like regions. And like in the ruins, it's not the most labeled, but one of the labels is Starlight.
Yeah. It's like here's where we are right now. And I point out like the little the little city there is like we're right over here, and we're this big continent, or this big place called I just like kind of like trying to like read it again. It's like yeah, Paglor, yeah. And there's so many other places there as well. And this is like he's just like kind of like slides and trying to shows the group at the table. Like look at how big this place is. There's so many and we're just here. And also we're like in this place called the Ruins. I mean, kind of like suddenly remembering like the places. It's like and some of the stories that the group has told. It's like, hey, it's well, kind of does explain a lot.
That would
Yeah.
explain why a lot of things were kind of worn down.
Mm-hmm.
Then Dart's going to turn and this book here is filled with many fascinating legendary Pokemon, and what they're calling mythical as well. Just
Ooh. You have Azur's attention.
Victor's just like, but are they friends?
I mean, hard to say. Like, some of them, like the Guildmaster, are helping protect, stabilize the regions, do beneficial things. Other ones,
Sorry, I'm sorry. But Vector just slams his paws on the table. He's like, wait! The Guildmaster's a legendary?
Nods.
Vector's just like kind of like mind blown by this. Like, that's so cool! Alright, sorry.
Well,
sorry.
yeah.
I'm sorry,
Well,
Tart.
oh, good. No, while others seem to be almost protecting something, and I'm not quite sure how friendly they would be for potential intruders on whatever they're protecting.
What are they? Just something? Don't know what they're protecting?
I mean, if no one's seen it, no one knows what they are trying to have eyes being avoided being laid on.
Yeah, that's true.
Sounds fun, maybe.
Ruins. Dart's going to kind of shake his head a bit. Before I go too far off that train of thought, Jet, what about your book?
So for mine, it seems that we all are part of, kind of one big guild. And there's actually, other guilds throughout the, world that or other, like, parts of the guild that we could stay at if we needed to for free. If we do go missing near a different one, they'll automatically send out some rescue for us. And though I do kind of wonder where our rescue went. Huh. Anyways.
I mean, judging from the state of the guild, I think they probably had a bit larger issues at the moment.
Probably, yeah. But either way, yeah. If we go missing, they'll send out a rescue. If we rank up, I'm not exactly certain what that's about exactly, but apparently we'll get new gear, which will need to be given to us by Starlight here, but yeah, Starlight is one part of a larger guild, I guess.
So, like a family and a tribe?
Or, I guess, more of a collective?
Yeah, something like that. Or that's how I'm understanding it.
I mean, from what I kind of saw briefly out there, there was definitely a lot of chaos. And I guess the guilds bring order to that?
That does seem to be the case, yeah.
Very, very interesting. Dar's gonna kind of mumble as his brain's trying to start to trail off a bit.
Well, it does mean that there is a lot of good beings or a lot of good friends out there, part of the guild too. And it's also good to know that it's not just. I guess, well, I was a bit concerned that it would just be us here, but knowing that there's more guilds out there, well, that just means that there's a lot of variety of experiences out there too.
And more answers, too.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully more answers anyways.
Vector, can I look at that map?
Sure.
Yeah, Boss is gonna look over the map and he's gonna look for blue light in the other town that he was at.
Alright. Notably, you do not see it.
Amos is gonna look kind of a bit concerned and then just not mention it. It's like just kind of put the map away.
All right.
Dart's gonna just say, did anyone else want to read the book on the Book of Legends? I think I kind of got almost everything, but
As with Phrases of Paul.
Dart slides the book across and is going to seek out the librarian.
All right. The librarian is sort of inspecting books, trying to find out which ones are at least reasonably salvageable and which ones are unfortunately not. There seems to be an unfortunate amount that are not.
Sorry, I just wanted to ask something really quickly as well. Was there is there names of the towns as well? Because Vector is jotting notes down.
Not really. It seems like Starlight is the foremost area in the ruins, and so it was labeled, but most of the ruins is not very labeled, besides basically just sort of vaguely drawing out different districts. And it basically looks like the HRE map.
Gotcha. Sorry, I wanted to ask that.
Yeah. It's basically like a bunch of very small dots that are not labeled, really. It's more just considered like the ruins, because otherwise it's way too hard to colloquially say. You guys could probably just say that you're from Starlight, though, and it'd be fine.
Gotcha.
But yeah, Start, what did you want to do with the librarian?
First, Dart wanted to just ask, just say, thank you for those books. Those were very informative.
Ah, well, I'm just glad that I still had something that could help you.
But I'm wondering if you have any books that would help me with two immediate questions on my mind. First one, if there's any book on the different species of Pokemon, because in particular, two of my other companions are rockruffs like me, and it's raised a bunch of curiosities in my head. I want to know more about, what we are.
Well, you three all appeared to be variants. I don't particularly have anything that would be good for variants. I do have something that's a bit more standardized, if you like that, but I don't know if that would help with what you're looking for.
I mean, I won't say no to a good book. And then I did have one that's a bit more of a bit of a long shot, but a bit of a personal ask. And I'm kind of suspecting might be related to, I guess, lost history or the likes, but a couple of us came across this logo when we were out of Starlight in the ruins and kind of want to know more about it. And Dart's going to kind of pull out his notebook and show the MD Industries logo that they came across in the house. And that was also on Vector's barrel.
Right, the barrel.
The Noctowl is going to kind of rub the side of its head with a with its good wing, peer a little bit closer at it, and then go, I know I've seen that symbol before, but I don't think I have any books on it. Well, I suppose I could peruse some of my surviving books and see if it comes up anywhere, but that would be more of a long-term project.
Vector's gonna like kind of sneak up behind it, or like sneak up behind Dart and kind of overhearing it, being like, "Well, I guess the question is, has there been any? And you did mention you had an archive, right?
Ah, yes.
Would there be any mentions of it by any chance?"
Well, that's what I'd be searching through.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it's just about the only area that survived relatively untouched. But unfortunately, it does have it thankfully a lot of the older materials were kept there for safekeeping. However, it does mean that they need to be handled with extreme caution, and so I don't particularly let people inside, but if they come to me with topics, I'm more than happy to do research on inside the archives for the answers.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm just wanting to know. Victor just kind of in a little bit in serious thought.
Well, that's always the correct state of mind to be in inside of a library. Even if mine isn't too much of one right now.
Dart's going to kind of put a paw on Vector's shoulder. And just kind of add on, like, yeah, and I can understand for something like that, it might take some time to dig up, but I do really appreciate the help. It's a bit of a mystery that we'd like to try to get to the bottom of.
Vector just nods his head in agreement.
But I guess in the meantime, if you had that book on Pokemon species, that would be really helpful for us.
Ah, yes. Unfortunately, I don't believe that checkout is going to be too much of an option, but you're welcome to come in here and read it whenever you wish. I'm just letting you know because it's quite the compendium.
I'd imagine.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and the Noctowl is going to go off, come back with a rather large, like, encyclopedia, effectively, and carefully put it down on the table that you guys were using.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
He's also going to ask if you are done with your current selection.
Yes, I think I'm done.
I've gotten really fascinated with this book of the legends.
Vector's like gonna try to see if he can draw a rough like approximation of the map.
All right. Go ahead and make me a craft check.
Oh.
This would be probably. You know what? Body or mind? I don't mind which.
Yeah. Body. I say body expertise. Was it craft?
Craft, yes.
Let's see it.
All right. With a 3, it wouldn't be. It's not exactly a masterwork, but it is. Are you focusing more on like a specific area, or just trying to copy down the map in the book?
Just try to copy like a general map. Nothing too accurate. Like it's not like the most accurate thing, but at least a good idea. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. All right. In that case,
Actually, Jet actually has 3 dots in craft as well as a drawing specialty. So he could help Vector.
That would be acceptable. Did you happen to have anything in craft, Vector?
No.
All right, go ahead
Argus
and roll.
has 3 dots in craft and can help too.
Well, it wouldn't really matter that much because Jet is already providing 4 dots technically with the specialty. You could provide a general assistance dice though.
I will take any help.
That's just 1, right?
Yeah, it's just 1. Well, he'd roll it, but
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, my
I
So
did
you can-
put in
you can
the,
roll-
I did put in the assist thing that you could roll it yourself if you're helping out. Because rolling
okay.
dice is
I
fun.
was just yeah. If I mean that's if Jet, if you want to roll too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's up to you.
It's okay because the puppy guideth our paws.
All right, that makes it a total of a 6.
I figured a drawing specialty would fit for Jet, considering before we switched to Scar, he actually did do a very good drawing of the creature skeleton that we saw in that underground area.
Ah.
Thank you.
But yeah, Jet's kind of helping out. Maybe if you try to put the page, like put this over top of it, and you can kind of like try tracing it through the page.
We can use my bubble thing, my bubble stick, as a straight edge for straight lines.
That would be helpful because like this Victor is like a pencil in his mouth, just trying to like trace it.
Argus can hold his bubble stick out to help make straight line.
Okay, I just have this adorable image of like Vector and Jet just like with like the watercolors stating the paws and like the pencils out, just like drawing this masterpiece of a map.
I you.
I love you
Concept.
too.
It is now
Kaza
arts and crafts
quietly
session. Please
observing.
enjoy.
But yeah, no, I just want a good, easy to read map. Nothing fancy. It does anything to do the job. So yeah. So and there we go. It's like
Yep.
and he pulls up the little map drawing on the journal.
I'm gonna say that basically everything is correct, although it was way too hard to try and go over the like ruins area with like the HRE map, so instead it's just more like marking it out as the ruins and probably like a couple things near to Starlight.
Right, like yeah, something just general area of like where the ruins would be like concentrated.
Yeah.
I posted I mean, it's not the exact scene, but you know, in Starlight there.
Oh. I was gonna say, wait, Jet, you already got art of this with Jet. Oh wait, that's not Jet.
Yeah, that's paint.
Paint, yes, paint is painting.
Why don't you just color your knight?
Have you tried being in paint without the T?
Ow.
Yeah, there we go. All right. So yes, you guys are able to make a crude map. Well, it's actually a bit better than crude, but it's still like a trace map of not the most detailed map in the world.
Hey,
But it
at
is
least-
still fairly detailed.
Yeah, at least we can bring it with us.
Yes.
Wait, Argus has been working on shells.
Yes.
Could he have figured out what his bubble stick does?
Go ahead and make me an appraise check on it. With mind.
Mind and one other I choose.
Yep, whichever thing you want. With a 4. Good roll.
Argus has a mind for tools.
Yes, I will say that you do figure out what your level does.
Argus holds it up with awe and starts, checking all the shelves, especially the shelf Sin made, to, readjust it so it's straight and not wobbly.
All right. I'm not going to have you roll for that. That's just more of like something that you can kind of probably do.
That was the perfect sound effect for it.
Yeah.
I just made a horrible realization.
Oh no. What is it?
I've been reading these books, and Argus and, Sid have been helping repair the shelves.
Uh-huh.
We've left Amos and Shade by themselves.
You have.
You... Oh no. Oh no.
They better not be fixing the water damage with fire.
I mean, Kaza is still with them, to my knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, Kaza was helping me with my bookshelf.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
that's right.
Well, he offered the help, and you never actually technically.
Oh, I
accepted
said
it.
sure.
Oh, okay.
While leaning away.
Still a powerful implication of not really.
Argus has had bad experiences with Abras.
Well, he's not going to press the issue if you really don't want it. So, would you have accepted it properly?
He would have accepted it.
Okay.
Just been
Then they
wary. But now he's
then
distracted by Tool, so he'd probably be like grabbing your paws, bouncing around like, this thing does this!
Oh, yes. I think I've seen something like that before.
Oh! I thought it was new and exciting.
I won't say it's not exciting. It's, special. Yeah.
It is special. Mine has like 3 bubbles, and I bet the one you saw only had 1.
Yeah. Definitely.
Kaza. Definitely had one.
Well,
Definitely. Mine's better. It's got 3 times the bubbles for 3 times the measurements.
of course. Yep, definitely.
Poor Kaz. He's stuck babysitting Argus.
I mean, after the mention of tools, and at this point, I think Sin would have wandered over to look at the tools too. So now you've got 2 babysitters. But I was wondering, could Sin also be trying to fix something else by this point?
You know what? Sure.
Yes,
I figured that's what we were just doing the entire time, was trying to fix
I figured that's like just what you've been doing.
Brain is not working on full capacity. I meant with tools, if Argus would part with them. But specifically, he's just trying to figure out how to actually fix something without
Argus will show you how to use some of the tools that would help, because I don't think the hole making tool would help, or the saw tool probably wouldn't help, or the axe probably wouldn't help unless you use it as a hammer.
Yes, use an axe as a hammer.
You can use the back of it as a hammer.
That couldn't go wrong at all.
Nope, definitely can't. What are you? What were you? An electrician?
The toggles probably won't help either. It's like a tiny sin mouth.
Also, seriously, I swear to God, electricians refuse to use anything as a except a hammer. Like they only use things that aren't hammers as hammers.
No,
I
I've seen one
swear.
use a wrench.
Yeah, that sounds about right. But
Use a
yeah,
wrench as a hammer.
Yeah, of course they would.
But did they also use it as a wrench?
I don't know. It's a Sparky.
Terms I don't understand.
All right, so you have your good stuff. You have tools and plenty of things to fix.
Time to be Mr. Fix-It with guidance from the better Mr. Fix-It. Uh-oh. My internet just blipped for a second.
Oh no.
We heard
No.
you,
Yeah,
so it's fine.
you're good.
Okay.
Oh, are we making new rules to fix things now?
You know what? Sure. And I will lower Sin's DC because they now technically have access to tools.
I did give them access.
If you're wanting tools, then Iron Valley seems like the place to get them.
I have a bunch of tools on my tool belt. Ooh, I exploded. Oh no, Amos exploded me.
Uh-oh. That's generally unhealthy, so I'm told.
Oh, it's pretty healthy right now. These are good explosions. They're explosions that fix things.
Yep. All right. Argus got a 5 and Sin got a 2. However, with a 2 and access to tools, you do have, you're having quite the better time of things there, Sin. You are making things that are stable, even if it is, obviously visually made by a novice. Argus, you're kind of getting into the swing of this whole woodworking, fixing things business you got going on here. You're actually, you're able to do things a lot faster this time. You've learned.
So what are the rules? Body, logic, craft, perhaps?
Yeah, that works. I expect Kaza's gonna have a lot of dice. Kaza's kind of good at making things.
Who is better, Argus or Kaz?
Kaza.
Probably Kaza.
But Argus, this whole thing is making things. Oh, that's a lot of dice.
Well, very recently in story, Kaza got some healing and recovered 2 of his missing body dice or body stats.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
that looks like a Kaza roll. You get 2 explosions, and one of them's also comes with a minus.
Yeah, that checks out. Let's see.
6.
3, 6.
Dang it, he's one better than me.
Is one better, that is true.
Argus is still gonna go around and help Sin, though. Because
of course.
It makes him feel important.
You guys are able to
uses this
fix
level on Sin stuff.
Don't worry, you're great. Really.
You guys are able to very quickly get through things now. It seems you have learned from your prior your prior experience a minute ago trying to fix more shelves.
We're helping the owl, and Argus feels useful, and he is happy here. He is happy making shelves.
There is exactly one good book in the library, and it's sitting on Argus's first shelf.
It's a good shelf.
The grains don't match at all, but it's fine.
Yeah.
All right. What's happening over at the book club?
We got a big book on Pokemon species. I feel like we're just like all huddled over about to read it.
Yes.
All right.
As
If
it's
you're
still
look-
lost in thoughts.
Jet is actually going to be reading his other book he's got. The Sharper Swords for All. He figured he might, while we're sitting here reading, he might as well finish this one so he can donate that to the library too.
All right. Go ahead and roll me an academics on that. To read through the book. Mine, expertise, academics. Four. All right, with a 4, you can get through it in pretty decent.
I'm just sold to... Might as well. Since we're
All right, to a 5.
pretty close to the end of the session. Yeah.
So that turns it into a 5. Cool. In that case, you're able to get through it like pretty fast. It is a really good story. It appears to be a fiction story, but it's still pretty good. Telling the story about a blacksmith that was able to basically help out the town that he lived at from a bandit raid by making a bunch of swords when they heard that bandits were coming. It included a big group effort in order to get the materials. People were, like handing over pots for him to work, and he worked through multiple days and nights to give nice, good, sharp swords to everyone in the town.
Okay. He'll go ahead and take it over to the Noctowl when he's done.
All right. The Noctowl will gratefully accept it.
Now, there are 2 good books in the library.
And they are both on Argus's shelf.
Argus is beaming proudly at his shelf.
As soon as the second one is added, it falls.
No, you ruined the pride of a dragon.
You're
How dare
good.
you?
You're gonna make Argus cry with that. All right.
Argus's hoard is going to be bookshelves.
Oh no.
That's his dragon hoard.
So, the rest of you that are probably going to be looking through the Pokemon book, go ahead and roll academics. Same check.
Vector, did you want to work together on this one?
Yes.
Assist actions. Woo.
Because I have a point in academics. If you'd like to,
yes, they use guidance. Sorry.
yeah, if you want to assist me on the roll, because I imagine we're just like kind of like sat next to each other, just looking at the book.
Yes, I have a point. I have 1 point in academics.
Awesome. Explain how the assist works again.
So with how it works, can either add your dots in teamwork, I believe, or the relevant skill that you have with it. And if none of them are like higher, like in order to replace the... Okay, wait, hold on. We went through a couple different versions. I'm just going to go double check.
Okay, you add either your teamwork expertise or the relevant skill. However many dots you have, whichever one is higher, that's what you add to bonus dice.
Ah, yes, that one. Yes.
So +1.
Might be better for us to roll separately then, just so we can kind of put 2 brains in one as opposed to assist. What do you think?
I could assist.
Aren't you helping build cases?
Yeah. Okay. Have fun.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, I was gonna say up to you, Vector, in terms of if you want to try to do this assist roll, just do 2 separate ones, since we probably have technically a bigger dice pool separately.
Yeah. It's like you're reading one side of the book, I'm reading the other
Yeah, the other
side.
side, yes. I love you.
I love you too.
Alright, rolling.
All right. With a 5, Dart, you would be able to. It is a very hefty book. But you are able to get through a fair bit of it, and you think that you're retaining the information pretty well. As for Vector, it's a little bit harder to parse through the information, because there is a lot of information, and it is presented in possibly one of the driest ways you've ever seen anything presented.
A lot of words, not a lot of pictures.
Where are the pictures?
Yeah. There's no pictures. Where's the pictures?
There aren't pictures, but there are artistic renderings for every single Pokemon, but it's not even colored. It's more just sketch renderings.
Oh my god, it's the Pokemon Red version pixel forms.
It's kind of funny. I actually do like sketches, but it's in this case, you're just where's the color? More critical about the drawings than just no colors. There's no shiny stuff. There's a lot of words. I'm trying.
By the way, I do want to point out that the advantage of using assist is the potential for a higher overall success together, rather than with you guys, Dart, you got 5, Vector got 3. Your overall success on that would be the 5, whereas if you work together, you could potentially get a higher amount. Just wanted to make sure that was clear.
If you do it separately, you're gambling.
Gotcha. Oh, okay. But so essentially, if we do assist, we both get that information, correct?
Yeah. So Dart got his information, and Vector, you got yours now.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I was. Yeah. That was.
Okay, my apologies. I was confused on that.
Yeah.
So the group party knowledge is currently at best Dart's 5. Whereas if it was an assist, it would have rolled less dice, but they would have totaled together.
Gotcha. Okay, we'll note that for the future.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I will put in a little blurb off to the side to explain the advantage of doing assist over individual.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
So in terms of the general information we retain...
Yeah. So maybe not on site, and probably not you don't have evolutionary lines memorized, but you would recognize a lot of the names from seeing them in the book, and would be able to recognize it, for example, that is the name of a Pokemon, and it is not someone's individual name. As well as some of the more quote-unquote common Pokemon, which would be the ones earlier in the decks.
Yeah,
it is quite the hefty book.
Yeah, Dart's gonna kind of just as they're finished browsing through this, be like, Vector, I think you're gonna have to read this book a few times. There is
a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
Just on the ground, laying on his belly with his head, with his paws on his head. It's a lot. I didn't realize there would be so many.
Vector, there's at least 3. No. Look, trying to count the digits on his paws, realizes he only has 3 digits on his paw. 4, 4 of us. There's 4 rockruffs, at least.
And remember, this doesn't go into any variants about anything.
This book doesn't even mention anything like that.
Heck.
Why do I imagine Vector was just the little, like, swirly fainted eyes on the floor now after reading so much books?
That's
feel like you'd be
exactly.
on-
That is
That's what
exactly.
I'm
I
imagining.
love
Yeah.
you. That's exactly how I'm imagining it right now. That's what I was mentioning with the headache and like and the paws on top, just like the swirly eyes and like dizzy.
Book used
Puppy
knowledge.
type is weak to knowledge.
But book used lore. It's super effective.
Everyone weak to lore. No, I'm wrong. Some people are not weak to lore. But lore is
Matt
just
Pat's
strong.
super effective against lore.
I mean, Jet's got 3 in academics and 2 in lore. Lore is his thing.
Yeah. That is true. That is absolutely true.
Alright. So you have now consumed additional knowledge. You've read a lot today.
Nom nom nom.
No.
And we don't know how much time has passed.
Ooh, stomachache, headache. Stomachache from all the knowledge.
Oh, I should probably remind you I was supposed to have a memories thing, but I guess we'll have time for that later, maybe.
Oh, great memories! Azrith perks up from his book. Sorry.
No, it's
Yeah.
okay.
Well. He goes back to intently reading the legendary book. Intently.
Very intently. So would any of you like to take Kaza up on their offer of memories?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Memories.
I guess it can't hurt.
Memories of you.
Does it
Wait,
include him floating us like Jet got floated that one time?
No?
Okay, then it's somewhat safe.
After the little reminder, Sin would have walked over her to Brain is struggling so hard to remember their name, and we just
Kaza.
Kaza.
I think my brain is starting to putter out. But walk over to
Okay.
Kaza and say, well, I would like to try and remember things. How does that work?
Oh, well, we just sit close to each other. I'll put my hands on your head. You try not to think about anything, and I look around in your head and try to pull something to the surface.
Slight confused look, and then a nod, and says, "Oh, okay. That doesn't seem
No.
too hard."
Yeah.
And then
All
Sin
right.
will look around and say, is there somewhere specific that would be better to do it, or is here okay?
Here's fine. As long as it's quiet, I guess.
Jet will be watching suspiciously.
Sin is going to find a little spot for them to sit that that's not going to be in the way of anybody else, and then plop down.
All right. And here we... As Kaza reaches forward and places one hand upon Sin's forehead and just holds still.
All right. It's not quite the most comfortable thing for you, Sin, but it isn't exactly, it isn't exactly awful by any stretch. It's just more of like, you can feel something happening. And as time passes, not very long, but it isn't instantaneous, a memory starts to surface for you. Your coughing was getting worse. It was making your chest ache and your lungs itch. You just counted yourself lucky that you could still do your work. It was more of a passion thing than truly profitable, but you loved the look on people's faces when you could get even the poorest person a good piece of jewelry, even if it was simple. You were working on one of those right now, a pair of simple bands meant for a wedding, with simple engravings that didn't mean anything to you, but apparently did to the soon-to-be wed. You'd put your best work into it, like you always do. Just have to be careful to not cough at the wrong time. And that is the memory that you receive.
So, yeah. Little blinking there as the memory is being brought forth, and then looking at Kaza, seeing if they are doing anything else before he speaks.
He will remove his hand from his forehead. And so, what was it?
Well, what I remember is I think I was sick, but I was working on some jewelry for someone who was getting married. I know I was putting my best work into it, but I was coughing and it was getting worse, so I must have been pretty sick. But that explains why I like making things, I guess, if I used to make things.
Huh. Well, are you better now?
I don't know. I don't feel sick. And I would know that it felt really bad from the memory, so I wonder what happened. It's gonna look slightly concerned for a second and then just kinda shake his head, but well, I must have got better. After all, if I was still sick, I would be still coughing, right?
Yeah. Okay. Definitely. Okay, well, I don't know if it'd be good to do it again so soon. So, I suppose that's it for now. For you, anyway. Who else?
I'll go.
Okay.
The fire puppy walks up to you.
I just have one question. Did you pour water on me?
It wasn't me.
Okay.
I did put the empty bucket on top of your head, though.
Were you... Well... It's fine. Okay. Ready?
Amos nods.
And they will place one hand on Amos's forehead and just.
All right. It takes a second again, but Amos, you're on an emotional high. The biggest heist you and your crew has ever gone on was just wildly successful. And to top it off, you got to be the one to set off the incendiaries meant to keep the blues and reds busy while you all escaped. That was always your favorite part, but the feeling of success, doing whatever the hell you wanted, was always a close second. You look around at your featureless compatriots celebrating with each other. Even the one driving your getaway car took a moment to turn around, light glinting off of his sunglasses as he gave you all a toothy smile. Today was a good day.
Wow.
Was it good?
Yeah, was good.
Oh, okay. Well,
Amos is crime type.
Good. Does anyone else want one?
I guess I really have been doing this whole crime thing for a while.
Huh?
Can I bonk now, Dart?
Start just face pawing.
Now we know he does crimes. Can I bonk?
No bonk.
Bonk.
Argus.
I was not told no, so I did the bonk.
Also, I'm not new to blowing things up either. I really like blowing things up.
Why?
We knew that.
That is a bit concerning. Not gonna lie. Hiding now.
Because I in my memory, I blew up a building there too.
You are crime type.
I set off bombs.
I will have note that Sin is now hiding on like the opposite side of the building from Amos.
Maybe I should just stop talking.
Maybe we should put a no Amos allowed sign on the library so he doesn't blow it up.
Can I put the memory back?
Yes, please. Put it away.
Kaza, maybe remove some more while you're at it.
No, I like getting these back.
Can you take away his fire too?
I don't think so.
Memories may... Just because stuff happened past doesn't mean that's who we are now.
I mean, I still want to blow stuff up.
Okay. But if you were given the option to go back to crime, Nazareth asked, looking up from the book he was intently reading, would you do it?
Argus is
leave all of us and go back to crime.
Argus is holding his stick up, threatening, making sure you know what answer to pick.
Argus, stick down. He needs to answer.
Also, be careful with your stick. It's special.
It is a good stick.
Oh, you guys know I wouldn't leave you guys.
Suspicious squint.
But the question is, would you stay with us so we can be your... so we can defend you while you get away with things, or because you want to be with us?
Come on, I've been with you guys for a long time now.
And you never once mentioned this criminal past you've got.
Well,
It's
to be
never
fair, we
been
don't
relevant.
know our past.
Nor have you said that you're not going to... nor have you said that you're going to stop doing it.
Amos is kind of like stares off for a moment.
Well, the past is the past. Maybe different circumstances will lead to different behavior. Surely he wouldn't do anything to purposefully get you in trouble.
I wouldn't want to get any of y'all in trouble.
Yeah. Kaza desperately reaching for anything.
Dude, for Amos didn't help himself by verbally talking about his memory.
No.
Didn't help himself at all with
Or
that.
by staying silent when Jet brought up him not doing it anymore.
Yeah, Amos ain't helping himself right now.
Not answer.
Maybe I should just keep quiet about these things.
Probably.
You have yet to say that you're going to that you're not going to do it anymore. And you can absolutely get us into trouble being on our team.
I won't do it anymore.
That's good enough for me.
Okay.
I wonder who else is secretly crime type.
Out of view, Amos has his two claws crossed behind his back.
Oh, Amos.
Alright, any other takers? Fucking Amos.
Vector's just concerned. Just, it's just concerned.
Whole lot of concern going around.
Mm-hmm.
So, who's next?
I think if no one else will go, I'll take a go. He'll close
Okay.
the book and slowly jingle his way over. Note, it's not the happy cheery jingle. It's just basic jingle.
He isn't purposefully making the jingles more.
Precisely.
Your head scale is very pretty.
Thank you.
It's very sky colored. I like it.
I sometimes like to nod.
No gnawing my head crest. The spirits will be mad at you. Or my spirit specifically.
Spirits?
We don't know
Oh,
what he's going on about with them.
I mean, I'm interested.
I have a small connection to spirits. He will motion finally towards the glowing blue orb that orbits him that hasn't been brought up at all.
Oh, I don't know how I missed that. I'm sorry.
I don't bring it up. Funny story. This is, spirit of, dead friend of Doc's.
Oh. Oh, it's a ghost. Okay.
They just came to me one night, scared Argus, in the attic.
I was thinking you had, like... Well, it's hard to explain.
I wasn't scared. I was
I thought
terrified.
he just hit his head really hard and I accidentally blasted him out of that building.
He shivers. Scales rattle like a rattlesnake. Don't remind me of that. That hurt. It could have died.
Oh my god, you turned from a tamarine into a maraca.
He purposely does it again, but this time smiling.
You're very musical.
Yeah, I go jingle, 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 jingle.
Comet?
jingle,
No.
Well, I'm guessing an animal started acting up.
Oh no.
Seems so.
Yeah, they started playing music.
Comet almost knocked a glass off my desk.
Oh,
that
would have been bad.
Okay.
Go on before we get lost in spirits. Sorry.
I can't make those sounds. I just play flute.
Ooh. His eyes sparkle with curiosity? No. His eyes sparkle.
Okay. His eyes sparkle with interest, perhaps?
Yes.
Is what you're looking for?
I'm terrible with words.
Totally fine. Okay,
I don't
well,
take a seat.
let's get your memories, and everyone else who wants one, and maybe we can talk about music things.
Happy jingle jangle, but he's not moving.
Alright. Kaza will place a hand upon his pretty head scale. And take a breath and focus.
All right. Azareth, you're slowly pulling a fallen log behind you, a handful of crude ropes helping out the process. It's tiring work, but the wood needs to be moved for the great bonfire for tonight's celebration. It's an important night, not just because of the celebration, but because you're finally allowed to take part in it. You just can't wait for later, when your family helps you put on the traditional blue coloring for the first time.
There's a happy smile from Azareth. Oh. Dancing is so much fun.
Oh, another good memory then.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Good.
It's like, I want to do it again. Dance again. With others.
Can't you?
He thinks hard on it. He wants to say yes, but part of him says no. But yes, but no. But yes, but no. But where's the truth and lies? They'll find a way.
Well, I'm glad you liked your memory. Or left.
I'll try, but as long as it's not a scary one.
I will try.
Argus will go up to the Abra tentatively.
I mean, I've got a good track record so far. 1 neutral and hardworking, and 2 happy memories.
Well, also don't make me a crime type.
I really don't think that would happen. Here, you know what? If I do that, I'll give you 1 gold coin.
Okay, I'll take that. Though if I'm a crime type, wouldn't I get the gold anyways?
No, actually.
I will.
Because in the end, everyone who is crime type will either have to stop being a crime type or will be in jail where they'll have no money.
Looks at Amos. Most of them go in jail.
He's not there yet, or he's just stopped. He'll get better. Probably. Alright, let's get to this. As he places his hand on Argus's forehead.
All right. Argus, today was the day. You were finally going to do it. It was all prepared, hidden in your room, and family none the wiser. You felt bad about it, but you were going to follow your dream no matter what they felt about it. You weren't the kid that was scared of the dark and shied away from strangers anymore, after all. You were going to be an adventurer. Though, one last meal with the family wouldn't hurt. You were sneaking out in the middle of the night with your bag and items anyway. It'd be nice to see them all happy one last time before your big adventures.
Argus is confused.
Did it?
I'm not used to. I wasn't scared of the dark.
Oh,
How do you get re-afraid of something?
well, usually something happens to make it happen. Such as, if you're going in the dark, and then you step on something and it moves under your foot, you'd be super surprised and maybe scared of the dark.
Well, I apparently went out in the dark alone to go on adventure. I don't like being alone or the dark.
Maybe you were trying to be brave?
That sounds scary.
Maybe. So, did you like your memory?
Well, I'm not a crime type, and it wasn't scary. So, you hit on my criteria.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah, I think. Argus walks off of it, just pondering, like, what happened to him now? Why did he get scared again?
Alright. Who wants to go next?
Jet's still just staring suspiciously.
Dart? Vector?
Vector's kind of a little bit hesitant, but he kind of takes a deep breath. Oh, all right, let's do it. I just want to know something.
I wonder if you'll remember being a barrel.
I mean,
Do you say that in character or out of character?
That's in character.
It's in character. Vector just kind of gives a small chuckle, and Vector's just like, well, we'll see. Or rather, I'll see. Kind of like starts walking up to Kaza. It's like, okay. Okay, takes a deep breath. Okay. I think I'm ready. I don't know.
already? Here goes. Teal placed his hand upon his forehead and breathe, and just hope for a good one. Hope for a good one.
Hope for a good one. So Avi has requested that the first one be done more privately, so I would like to actually, fulfill that. But I will say that it's not happy, but it is hopeful.
Yeah. Okay.
One day he'll become a bigger barrel.
It
and
does
he
not
won't
involve
fall
a
from the
barrel.
sky. Aw.
Vector's kind of, from after that, just kind of not saddened by it, but definitely something like it definitely felt off. Not in a bad way, but I don't like Vector's like it's like a hard way to describe it, but it's kind of like that. A very mixed emotions, to say. Not really a good one, but nothing like it wasn't like nothing sad or anything like that. Just kind of. It's like Vector just kind of like stares a little bit, just like as if like in a distance, but he kind of like shakes his head on it. He's like, okay. Oh,
No
sorry.
good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. It's just, I guess it wasn't what I expected, I guess. But I really do appreciate it, Kaza.
Oh. Okay.
Kind of gives a tap on the shoulder. Thank you.
No problem.
I like Vector like kind of like locks eyes like no, really, thank you.
Oh, I'm glad it helped.
Kind of give a small smile and just walks.
And then there were two.
The rockruffs.
The rockruffs were the last three, yes.
Oh. What?
Jet will sigh. Fine.
You don't have to if you hate it.
I'm curious, but I don't really trust you. No offense to you, but we've had multiple Pokemon like you that have been bad. And well, you're a friend of Amos, who we found out is a criminal.
Friend is, that is a very specific word.
So you're not friends with him?
We were asked by someone to escort him from one town to another. And then he made problems along the way. So, I mean, I guess some people liked his company.
Well, I can at least not hold the Amos thing against you. But I will give it a go.
Okay. Oh. Here we go then. As he will tentatively place a hand on Jet's forehead, as if slightly ready if he just decided to bite his palm.
Just cautious.
I mean, with Jet, you're more likely to have your hand just stuck in his head, but...
Would not be a good result.
Well, he doesn't know that.
Yeah.
I will say Jet doesn't look hostile, but he does look suspicious for his body language.
Cautionary.
Cautionary, yes.
And he'll focus, noting how odd or different it feels than he was expecting.
Yes. Jet, you are carefully studying something, making extra caution to not possibly risk damaging it. It was hard to make out the details still, but work was progressing, and you reach out and grab an instrument that feels familiar. And you're inside of a tent. You can hear the wind blowing outside as the flaps are thrown open, and a voice says, "We found a way inside." Excitement fills you, and you turn to run out of the tent, throwing open the flaps and the light hitting your face as the heat rises. And then the memory cuts.
Oh. Not as bad as the other things I remember.
So, it worked out?
Yeah, it did. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Alright, and last one.
Arch is gonna be like staring out the window of the library for a little bit.
Excuse me. Hello?
Oh no, I hear you. I hear you.
Oh, okay. Ready? Or do you need some time?
I suppose there is no time like the present.
Okay. He will also slowly reach forward, pat Dart's forehead.
All right. Dart, you needed this to work. Sure, the last 73 attempts had problems, but this one would be the one to work. You're looking at a computer, running calculations, double-checking the chemicals, ensuring that there was no risk of any unwanted reactions spoiling the process for you. You let out a yawn. You haven't been sleeping the best recently, but you just needed to hold it together a bit longer. This time would be different. It had to be.
Explosion.
What? Good? Bad? Neutral?
Dart's just kind of like gonna just like stare blankly into himself. Thank you, Kaza, but I think I need to take a step outside.
Oh. Okay. Good luck.
Thank you.
So how
And
are
Dart's
you?
going to Dart's going to exit the library. Get some
All
fresh
right.
air.
Dart, as you exit the library, you see that Shade has been outside this entire time. Seems like he didn't really want to go inside.
Free memory inside if you want.
Ah. Kinda curious, but don't know if I want that.
I felt the same.
Ah, didn't work out.
More questions and answers? I'm just gonna get some fresh air.
Alright, just, be careful if you're gonna go wandering around. I mean, I guess I could go with you if you want, but, the Alabaster Glee members still might be around. They did kind of warn us about that a bit.
I won't go far.
Alright.
Back inside, because I felt like there was other stuff happening.
Yep. Dart has left.
Dart has left the building.
Okay, at least you aren't back in the building.
Jet's not too concerned. And he's figuring that Dart probably just wants alone time. But Jet's going to look at Kaza. So, how are you able to do that anyways?
Oh. Well, I synchronize. I get in touch with you after getting to know you a little bit, and well, the touching helps. And then, when I'm more in tune with you, I can just. I don't have a lot of psychic ability, but I've got some. So I just trade and see if I can't find something that doesn't have a strong enough connection.
can you maybe help me with my, well, I don't really have control over this ghost thing that I have. Or that I am, I guess. And the Riolu at the bank, I never did ask his name. I was kind of distracted by the whole... He just kind of vaguely gestures in Amos's direction. But, he said my body and soul aren't really attached or something like that.
Oh. I wouldn't really know where to begin, but I can try.
He said I needed to talk to a psychic type about meditation, but... Well, whatever you were saying, might help as well. Or what you were saying you do, it sounds like, you know, connecting things there. That sounds like what I need as well.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm excellent at being a psychic type, but maybe I can do it.
Are you a psychic type?
I am. I'm.
Oh!
Well, yeah. I'm just not a very good at being one.
Well, maybe you can still help me, figure out how to connect things then.
Maybe. Probably. Meditation, yeah?
Well, that or this synchronized thing that you do.
Right. Well, it's more like getting me in more of a state of mind to, like, be like you. Or, so, I suppose, like...
Oh, I wouldn't want you to die, so maybe that's not a good idea.
No. Like, think like you, behave like you, to understand you, have similar thoughts. Because if I'm thinking like you, your mind will, well, more easily feel like I'm natural, and it'll be easy to find things that it's not connected to right now.
Well, maybe we can work on that and see if that'll help out with the whole thing. I just hope your soul doesn't do what mine apparently is and try to leave my body. It doesn't sound healthy to me.
Oh, don't worry. If it was gonna do that, it would have done it a while ago.
And this is where Kaza learns how to float.
Kaza is a master of worrying statements. It's beautiful.
Yes, he is.
The way that it said that just sounded so done with everything. Just like, yep, I've been through a lot. I would have already lost it.
Don't worry. If you were gonna kill me, I would have died a long time ago.
I wouldn't try to kill you, just...
Oh, no, 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 no. Sorry. That was supposed to be an inside thought.
Oh. Oh. Well, how should we go about doing this then?
Well, I guess let's start with something basic. Meditation is. It sounds simple, but it's not. It's not at all. Whew. It's sitting down and just trying not to think about anything. Anything at all.
Well, I definitely think I've got some practice with that.
Yes. Just no thoughts at all. Not a one.
Jet is going to attempt it. I have no idea what to roll for that.
Alright. I have at least an idea of that. So go ahead and roll me. So this is going to be a mind, something expertise, but I'll give you a bonus dice if you use instinct. And I want you to make an insight roll.
Nothing in instinct, so...
Alright. Once you have your thing, go ahead and add 3 dice due to experience.
Uh-oh.
The 3 dice only hurt. Okay.
I'm going to willpower this.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Oh no!
Oh, there's a lot of 7s. It's fine.
Okay.
6. It is at
Yes.
least better than the prior one.
Yeah, the prior result of a 0. All right. It takes you a little bit. Not due to any sort of inexperience, but more because it's a little bit hard to let yourself get back into that state. But you do have a fair amount of practice at it with however long you spent in there.
Yeah, about the only way he got out of it is just shutting down for a little while.
Yep. Which is why he had a bit of difficulty getting back into it. But once you do, pretty much everything else starts to melt away as the sounds start to disappear. Your vision blurs and you stop really recognizing anything as distinct shapes or anything. It's just more of a blur. And your thoughts begin to quiet. And as everything else falls away, you can go ahead and make me a soul, any expertise, and perception check.
Any bonus dice?
I'll give you 2.
Cool. Ooh.
Hey, there's some 10s. With matching 1s, but still some 10s.
Well.
And they giveth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With a 5, you notice that the one thing that you can still really feel as everything else fades away is you can kind of feel that your soul is not exactly synchronized with your body. You can feel it even though you know you're not moving beyond breathing in and out. You can feel it moving around left, right, pulling up slightly, going down. It's not exactly very it's not exactly very in tune with you right now. And every once in a while, you can even feel it go outside of your body ever so slightly. Whereas before, it just felt like it was moving one direction or another inside of you. You also, however, get to notice that, because you did have the Riolu help you, at least for the temporary thing, that whenever it goes outside, it looks like some sort of energy, like, kind of nudges it back inside.
Okay. He's gonna kind of focus on that energy. Kind of try and study that. Ideally, to try and reproduce it.
All right. I'm again going to call for a soul, any expertise, and an appraisal check. In terms of bonus dice, no bonus dice, but I will reduce one difficulty. So 6s.
Woo!
And it giveth.
Yes!
1, 2, 4, 5. 5. It's a little bit hard to figure out how you're supposed to reproduce it, but at least you think you've got a pretty good idea of what it looks like when it's done correctly.
He's going to next try to kind of manipulate that energy. See if he can basically control which way it is nudging, the soul inside his body that's trying to move out.
All right. Now, this one's going to be a little bit different. This is going to be willpower, any expertise, and then presence.
Oh, fuck. Any bonus dice?
No.
Come on, good numbers.
You didn't fail.
Oh. I mean, I do have another point of willpower I could re-roll.
I will note, however, that is a perfect sequence of numbers.
That is true. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
You went for the small straight.
Minor straight, yeah.
Bonus for that?
No. No. So, what shall you do?
I'm debating if I want to re-roll that because I feel like I could get better.
But you could get worse.
I could.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, wow, I'm back in. Hi. Saw you were meditating pretty deeply there, so I tried to resynchronize with you. This is perhaps, well, I've never synchronized with someone while they were meditating. So, what you doing?
Well, as I just hear Aurum burst out complete laughter in the other room.
Just in the middle of meditating. So, what you doing?
What you doing?
Literally.
Sorry. I don't know if I'm bothering you, but I don't know.
No,
Maybe I can help.
I
Do
would
your
welcome it.
thing.
I'm,
What?
can you, see all this that I'm kind of seeing inside here?
Kind of? I mean, I've never seen that before.
Well, was the Riolu did something and, like, I think he called it aura in me, and I want to try and figure out how to see if I can make it myself, and then how I can try and manipulate it.
Aura your life energy?
I have no idea.
Huh.
I
Well,
don't know if I have life energy. I'm pretty sure I'm dead.
Well, that's something then. I've never tried to make it, but Kaza is going to try rolling vigor.
You may try. For Kaza, this would be vigor, any expertise, and presence.
Life energy, huh? Let's see.
Kaza does have a lot of vigor, so Kaza may be helping Jet a lot right now.
So, let's see. Vigor.
Any expertise, but I will give you +1 for teamwork if Kaza wants to use teamwork.
I have teamwork. Just 1 dot because he's not got a lot of experience, but he does have some.
Alright, you get 1 bonus dice if you do use teamwork.
Alright. Nothing in presence, but that's still 7 dice.
Come on, 10s.
You know, I have willpower too. You know?
Funny that.
Be nice to me.
That is a 3 at least.
Yep.
Alright. So, with a 3, Kaza is able to put in, like, a minuscule sliver of life energy into Jet.
The problem with you is you're completely delusional.
Oh.
And that was just a random blurb that someone used bits to play. So inside of Jet, the aura that the Riolu had put in basically then proceeds to kind of take this and strengthen itself slightly.
Can Jet have studied that process to try and replicate it?
You may. This would be mind. I will give you +1 for cunning. And you're studying it, so it's still going to be appraisal.
I am good with that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I see a 10.
There's two
I see
tens.
2 10s.
And a 1.
And a 1.
Hey, good stuff.
Hey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8.
With an 8, you notice two very important things. First off,
I need to be alive.
one, that it does take. It looks like Kaza's life energy that has been imparted hasn't really perfectly melded with the Riolu's, although it is basically being used as sort of like a backup. It's not like a perfect process, or at least not now. And 2, you notice that kind of like at the fringes of your mind and of your soul, that whenever your soul starts to like poke out and try and leave, that it's actually where you do have the energy, but it's very thin, and your soul tries to leave whenever a hole opens up. You'll probably need to try and find a way to really, beef that up.
But he is seeing his own aura.
Yes. It appears that it is extremely thin, though. Which is what the cause of his problem is.
Alright, I'm starting to see how... okay.
Huh.
How...
You can make it. Okay.
Yeah.
Neat.
Need to...
Huh?
Probably gonna need to go talk to the Riolu again.
Oh.
Unless you know how to... Well, at least for ideas on how to strengthen it.
Strengthen... What? Did you figure something out?
The aura thing that he was talking about.
The fire?
Right now, I am just kind of imagining that there is just Jet and Kaza just floating in an empty black void with, like, almost like a holographic Jet just floating in front of them. And they're just studying it together.
Like, what the fuck is going on with this?
Yeah.
Alright.
But, yeah, I need to figure out how to strengthen my aura. You mentioned meditation, but...
That's what we're doing now.
Yes. But how do I manipulate it is what I'm trying to figure out as well.
Could you bring it over here?
He will try.
Alright. Go ahead, and this is going to be the last roll of session, because we lost track of time.
Oh, yeah.
Who could have thought?
Oh, yeah.
Zim,
Who could have
please.
thought? Yes. Who could have thought? We lost track of time. This is going to be the last roll of the session. And for you, it is going to be willpower, any expertise, and presence.
Again, the same roll. Got it.
Yes.
One success.
I'm willpowering. I don't care.
You no longer care.
Okay.
Still a
care
1.
little bit.
Maybe care a little.
I mean,
You
it did
can
get worse,
feel-
but...
Yeah, you could feel that you get at least some grip on it, but you kind of tug it very slightly, and it already feels like it's about to rip more holes. So you kind of just immediately let go. Because, you know that thing, like, imagine you're grabbing, like, saran wrap, and, like, you try and push, like, 2 fingers so you know where you can, like, feel it start to give way.
Yeah.
Imagine that the moment you started pulling.
Damn.
All right. And does Jet? I know we're past time, but real quick, does Jet feel like there's anything else he could feel? He feels he could benefit from while in this current meditative state.
Currently, no.
Okay. In that case, he's just gonna come back and. Well, thank you for that. I definitely learned a lot.
Oh, I'm glad it worked.
Somewhat. It's a lot further than I was before.
Great. I've never made Aurum before. And I don't think I made enough for it to really matter.
No, but you let me see how it's made, and now I've got an understanding of how mine is made.
Oh.
I wasn't getting it before.
Well.
Right.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Maybe I could try more things, but that should be another time, maybe. It feels like you're...
Another time, but thank you. And now...
No problem.
We'll go ahead and call it.
Alright. So while you do outro stuff, I'm going to go ahead and hop into a private call with Abby so that he could finally get his thing, because he did want it to be private, and I do want to respect that.
Oh, I figured you had messaged him or something, but that's fair.
I mean, if it's easier, you can just do it publicly.
No, I do want... I mean, look, come on.
Yeah, that's fine.
You had a request from me, I would like to honor it.
But on my end, thank you everybody for joining us for this partial art stream, as well as Starlight New Dawn Scar. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. There on the website, as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by checking out my friends who also stream. There are several of them in this game, so do go check them out in the link down in the description down below if you're watching this on YouTube. But for now, thank you so much for joining, everybody, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.
Bye.